great conspiracy, reality, the breathing together. I just passed a lad, well, down in Pollock Country Powers, heading through to the wonderful Pollockshaw's West train station, and no one about except this young lad at the end, you know, on the existential tricycle, you know, the doll, the dummy, the pram. Of course, the doll being the dog, the dummy, the pacifier being the smartphone, and the pram, the transportation, being not being the car in this case, but being the headphones, the music, which itself is a form of transportation. It carries you off, like movies are a form of transportation. They carry you away into another realm. And it's emphatically this carrying that renders you dead and unresponsive. You don't have this sort of carrying in nature, and so the carriage itself is a miscarriage. And instead of giving birth at every moment, which is what nature is, which is what the wild is, it gives birth to itself at every moment. Man, because he's miscarried his being, he's allowed his being to be carried and ferried and prammed by machines that exploit not just his being but nature, you know, his home. He's effectively given birth to a stillborn self, this miscarriage, if not a dead fetus. And it's this dead fetus, this stillborn self that is wandering about in the 21st century, you know, with the existential tricycle. And this is how wars like, you know, Putin invading Ukraine in the past couple of weeks can happen, and people can stand there in their clobber beside their Porsche SUVs and hold up placards saying stop the war. This is the cognitive dissonance that emerges from being carried, because when you're on your own steam, when you're producing your own energy, you're emphatically natural, aboriginal, and that means you're out in nature, and you're a visionary, and you're wise, and you're hardy. You know, the wizard and the sorcerer emerges from sourcing his own. And so you learn from nature, and you understand nature fundamentally. And so when you do understand nature, you never allow yourself to be carried. And the bicycle is not a carriage, it's a propellant. You propel it with your own steam. And for that you're rewarded with a soaring capacity, which the bird and all wild animals enjoy when they plough their own steam into their own bodies. And so learn to move yourself. It's the key to being. It's the key to ridding the world of war. Because when you rely on external power sources to carry you, it's the beginning of the end.